Welcome everyone to episode 45 of the COD Casuals. We're your hosts, Justin.
And I'm Mike.
How you doing, Mike?
Good. Yeah, we met up earlier today. We're doing this a little bit earlier than usually we do because you don't have work today.
Yeah,
and then
today off.
Yeah, and I usually don't really work until later anyway, and I just found out I don't have to work, so now I'm extra pumped.
Nice.
But no, we had a smoking breakfast. Dude, we got so much food.
Yeah, we got a nice brunch before because we met up, talked about some future plans.
Yes,
that stuff out.
Yeah, over some toasty pancakes.
Yeah,
and an omelet. Bro, we looked like obese people. I didn't realize that. We both got full omelets with home fries, toast, and then we got 2 pancakes on the side.
We sat there. We ate the whole thing, bro.
Yeah.
Pounded.
Bro, I slammed them. I felt like a competitive eater out there.
I ate the half of the omelet too fast, and then I was like, all right, I got to slow down.
Hit the wall?
Because I didn't eat anything before. Like, I just had a cup of coffee.
Yeah, same.
Because I knew I was going to get a lot.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, I gotta pace myself. Because I wasn't chopping up my food into, like, smaller bits.
Yeah.
They were a little too big.
Yeah. No, I do the same thing. I don't know why. Like, when I know I'm going to eat, I like eat a lot of food or go out to eat, I'll make sure I either don't eat a lot just because I want to like really like enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Or I'll go and like I went and when I worked out this morning, I did like extra cardio and I'm like, dude, I'm going to be starving when I get there.
Yeah. Just gotta you gotta trick your brain.
Get the calorie deficit.
Yeah.
We gotta stay fit, bro. We can't be obese out here.
Yeah. You gotta pound that food with no calories in you.
Yeah,
it tastes so much better.
Yeah, I think it does. Yeah. I can't enjoy that stuff if I've like already eaten. I'm like, it's not as much.
Well, we wouldn't have finished that.
No shot.
So
I was just gonna get the pancakes and like a side of bacon or something like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't know. I was surprised because I'm not usually like a big pancake person.
Yeah.
I tend to really not like them. I don't know if it's a hot take or not. But they're just
hot take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me they're one, I always get hiccups.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every single time I have
because you eat them too fast?
No, it's not.
Oh.
It's not. Like there's been times like I'll get it faster if I eat them fast.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is, if it's just like the amount that I eat or like just like what it is. Because I don't get it with like French toast or waffles. I don't get it. But pancakes, they're dense. That's the thing. They'll sit in you for a bit.
Oh, that's a big debate right there. Waffles or pancakes?
Dude, or French toast. Or French toast in there.
I don't care. I'm going to eat all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Like I mean, personally, I don't have a preference. Like whatever you give me, like I'm going to eat.
Yeah.
They're just in different forms.
It depends on the mood, but for me, I'm definitely a waffle person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it doesn't really matter. Whatever you put in front of me, I'm going to eat it.
It'd probably go waffles, French toast, pancakes for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people would agree with you.
Well, I think the French toast, throwing that in second place to some people's heinous. Dude, French toast is lit. How could you possibly not like French toast?
It's all the same stuff, guys.
Yeah.
It is just in different forms.
Well, French toast is a little bit different, though, just because it's like a piece of bread dipped in egg.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, pancake batter and waffle batter are the same thing.
Yeah.
But they're just cooked differently.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, like, yeah, you can argue that. I mean, the French toast is like, depending where you get the French toast, it can be more dense.
Yeah.
I mean, pancakes, like, the ones we got were, like, fluffy.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Yeah, like, if you go to, I don't know, sometimes I've gotten pancakes at IHOP, and they're literally razor thin.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're, like, skimping me on those.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's sometimes you get them, and you're, like, literally eating cement. It's like a straight brick.
Yeah.
You got to eat them when they're hot, though.
Yeah.
Like, as I start with the pancakes because they're hot. Yeah, once they cool down, dude, yeah.
Mine were still pretty soft.
Yeah. When I have them, like, if I have a pancake cold, like it's been sitting for a few hours, oh, dude, that thing literally is like death to your body. You can't process that.
It's a lot of chewing.
Yeah.
So much chewing.
Dude, straight up, your body cannot handle what it's trying to go through. It's terrible.
Enough about pancakes.
Oh, bro, I could talk about food all day though.
All right,
bro.
Food review.
Yeah, dude, legit food. I love. Oh my god. Yeah, we are no longer. It's the food casuals.
The food casuals.
But no, we were just talked about talked about a bunch of stuff for the podcast, and then talked about some of the big news going on in Call of Duty.
Yeah, and recently, like, if you guys follow like competitive, there was like a Halo tournament too.
Yeah,
we won't go too deep into that because the COD community is butthurt about it.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
Oh, we are too.
Yeah,
it's so cool seeing like Halo will be so successful after like years of having nothing.
Yeah.
But, COD will have its time. We're optimistic about it.
Yeah, right. No, there's no reason to be a Debbie Downer on it, you know.
Just got to be happy for another FPS.
Yeah, this is big for esports,
Yeah.
you know. The one thing that we will say that was really cool was shout out. It was Cloud9 won it, so congrats to those guys. I don't know any of them on the team, but I know of the organization Cloud9, so big ups to them.
Yeah, they did good.
The thing that was really crazy was the Optic match. Because this whole thing we've mentioned a while ago with Optic and Envy being a merger, Optic is in Halo, and they played up against a team called Sentinels, which was basically a bunch of old people from Optic.
Yeah, it was an old Optic team.
And who did they bring in on the team? One formal Optic formal came in. Which was so weird.
Yeah.
Like I watched a little bit of the stream seeing him. Like we've mentioned Formal before. He's one of the goats in Halo, but we know him from Call of Duty. He's played with Optic like pretty much his whole career. And he just retired last year, and then he came back and played in this LAN event in Raleigh. And it was so crazy to see him on there, and he ended up knocking out Optic Gaming on the Sentinels team. Which was crazy.
Yeah.
That place nearly exploded.
Yeah.
It's such a moment. If you haven't seen it, you just like look up like Optic versus Sentinels, you know?
Halo Infinite. Yeah.
It was crazy. It was like it was a game 5.
Yeah.
And he ended up just like shooting a rocket launcher, kills him. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. No, seeing that crowd was awesome.
Yeah.
Like that's what esport or COD events will be this coming year.
Because thankfully we got the schedule for Call of Duty, which is pretty cool. So there's gonna be a lot of live events and everything. So I can't wait for that. I mean,
we're going to one of them.
We have to.
So
we have to,
and we're gonna be reporting on that. That's gonna be very fun.
It's gonna be. I can't wait.
There's four LAN events. So if I like this off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure it's Optic Texas, Minnesota Rocker, New York Subliners, and Toronto Ultra.
Yep.
I don't know which one we're gonna go to. I mean, like New York's the closest one to us.
Yeah.
So that makes the most sense. We can save like some cash too. And
we could drive to New York. That's like a 5-6 hour drive, I think, for us.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there to get into the city.
We could take the train too. That's the other thing. Like if we get a hotel, like just take the train, stay there, hop back on the train, and come back.
Yeah. Stay on the train, you mean, right? Just sleep on the train? Yeah.
Yeah. And then if we really want to go out, we gotta go to Texas.
Yeah.
The Optic fans, that would be like a vacation.
Yeah.
That'd be so fun.
Yeah, Texas would be cool because I've never been to Texas. Especially now, like because it's just the hub for esports, like at least COD esports.
Yeah.
Most of the teams are hanging out in Texas, and obviously we're big Optic Dallas fans. So that'd be crazy.
Yeah, that'd be so cool to see.
Yeah.
So, I mean, whenever those get announced, like the dates and stuff and like tickets, like we'll plan it out. We'll let you guys know.
Oh, yeah. We'll let you know so we can meet some of you guys, hopefully.
Yeah.
If you guys are out there listening in Texas or New York.
Or
if you're traveling there, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
It'd be wild.
It'd be so nice to meet other people like from the COD community that aren't like robots.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
just on the internet. Like I want to see like everyone live.
No, I do too.
Because the one thing about COD at least, or like esports in general, if we go to a COD event, everyone there is for COD, which is awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're there to like hang out with a bunch of people that just play Call of Duty.
Yeah, and you don't even you don't know any of these people.
Yeah.
But you could talk with any of them just because we're all there for the same reason.
Yeah. Which is that's awesome.
Yeah. It's really cool. That's what I always like about those because especially like for all of us like in Call of Duty, we like it and it's kind of a niche thing to like.
Yeah.
Or to be into COD esports or just into competitive gaming. It's not like football, like where people would go to a football game and some people like are really into it and then others they got like tickets through their work or something, so they don't really care that much. They're like, oh yeah, I know a couple of guys. If you're going to an esports event, you're like most people I'd imagine are like, oh, I know like a lot of what's going on. You don't just like stumble into an event being like, what's going on here? You know?
Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, hopefully we can get maybe one of our buddies, the one that doesn't watch like COD at all, like bring him to an event to see what it's like.
Yeah.
Because if you guys haven't been to an event, like we haven't either, but the tickets are so cheap.
Yeah.
To go. Like I'm talking like if I had to expect after all the rise in prices and everything, maybe like $50 at the most.
Yeah.
But like compared to going to see like an NFL game or NBA game, like that's nothing.
Yeah.
Could be even cheaper.
Yeah. Like if we wanted to go see a Pats game right now, like you're not spending any less than $500 on a ticket.
And
like there's no way.
Yeah. Like
if you got a ticket for $300, that's gold.
Yeah.
Like that's a
and
steal.
you're up in the nosebleeds.
Yeah.
Like you get really bad seats.
Yeah.
So with COD events, like that'd just be so cool.
Yeah.
But you get your money's worth and more. So yeah, no, we'll update you guys about the events because that's something we're really looking forward to.
Yeah. Well, and at the events too, man, the big one team that I'd really like to see at the events.
Yeah.
Right. This was big news. We talked about it last week for a little bit, just as a rumor because it wasn't confirmed yet, but now it is confirmed. Is the quote unquote, we're not a confirmed name yet, but Boston Breach.
Yep.
Going to be the 12th team in the CDL.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a Boston team. Looks like it is 100% confirmed.
Yep.
They do have a coach and a general manager, so they're in there.
Yeah, we've been wanting a Boston team since we started this podcast, and it happened.
Dreams come true.
It really does.
No, we were just talking about this before we started recording. How we were hoping, like, I mean, we could go back and listen to other episodes. We were hoping that there would be a team for Boston, like within the next couple of years of expansion.
Yeah.
And we got blessed, and there's a team that's coming up right now.
Yeah. So thank you, Mr. Kraft, and the whole Kraft family.
Yeah, legit.
For making this happen.
For your $25 million contribution to get into the league.
So
thank you.
We're very excited about the Boston CDL team because, I mean, now like they're gonna have meetups. That's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
So anybody in the New England area like want to go to these Boston events, Mike and I will be the front runners over there.
Oh yeah.
The Casuals will be there, and we're so hyped for it. And whenever they have LAN events in Boston, like you already know it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. And you think too, like maybe within the next year or so, when they're established in there, they maybe host an event in Boston. Like,
yeah,
dude,
that's what I'm saying. Like
crazy.
Going to Boston, like imagine them having like an event in Fenway.
Yeah.
Or like, well, actually, it's gonna be in Gillette because of the Kraft family.
Yeah.
So
that would be sick.
That would be crazy. Yeah.
That would be insane.
So we can go into the background a little bit of this, right? So, Kraft Sports and Entertainment. For people that don't know what that group is, it's the Kraft family, the owners of the Patriots, small little team, and the Boston Uprising, which is their Overwatch League team. They're merging together with Oxygen Esports, which is a newly found esports company. And I'm pretty sure they were founded in 2020, so they're relatively new. I'm pretty sure, like, with this merger, they're the largest, like, New England esports company, which is crazy.
Yeah, that might be true. I'm not 100% sure.
I was reading a Forbes article about it, and I'm pretty sure that's what Oxygen Esports stated. So
yeah,
but no, it's definitely cool having the Kraft family come in, and I just want to point out too some of the investors that they got. You guys might know the Gronkowski brothers.
Yeah,
all of them are investors, which is
I saw that sick.
Gronk, all these guys like. Imagine seeing Rob Gronkowski.
Can you imagine seeing him? Dude, that'd be wild.
That'd be crazy. In Foxborough.
Dude. Oh my God. I'd lose it.
And like, man, that'd be crazy. Going to Gillette Stadium, seeing these guys play.
Yeah.
And Rob Gronkowski's just out there.
Gives them the trophies.
Yeah. That would be crazy. And then also another notable investor is Danny Ainge, or I don't know how to say his last name.
Apologies.
But he's I'm pretty sure he's the owner of the Utah Jazz.
Gotcha.
But he played basketball.
Gotcha.
So some pretty well-known athletes that are investors in this.
Yeah, I mean they've done such a good job of starting up this organization for the CDL and just getting good names, good faces.
Yeah.
Involved in it.
Boston culture.
Yeah,
Good
right.
job.
I mean, they've got good people who are like really integrated into the Boston, ecosphere. Just good people that are going to get behind them and support them. And then diving a little bit into like the actual organization itself, the people that they've hired so far, we only know of two, I believe, being Zed as their head coach and then Dens as a general manager. I was hyped to hear that they hired these two guys.
Yeah. I was too.
They're doing it right because Zed, we had mentioned him before. He played on the Royal Ravens for a little bit. It was kind of an L that they went and sacked him and they didn't resign him, and he couldn't get into the CDL.
Yep.
Because he was really good. He ended up, I think, retiring just because he couldn't get a spot.
Yeah, and I think we mentioned that like episodes ago.
Yeah.
About him retiring because there weren't enough spots in the league.
Yeah.
And he said he was going to pursue Warzone instead.
Yeah.
So very happy that he has a chance.
Yeah, because he wasn't, he's been playing for a bit, but he's only 24.
Yeah.
Yeah. He definitely could have had a career. It was just because there wasn't enough opportunity. So they ended up picking him up as the head coach, which is going to be great because he's fresh from playing.
Yeah.
So he's got that experience. It's not like he played eons ago and doesn't know how the game plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's a brand new player. He's had success. It's going to be sick. And they hired him and then Dens as well, who's also a retired player, and he's going to be the general manager. And I was going to say if you could help a little bit of this because I can't remember how it worked with their relationship with reciprocity.
Oh, yeah.
And how that worked.
So Dens and Zed, they're not from America. Dens is Australian and Zed is
English.
Yeah, he's British.
British, English.
British, yeah.
Yes.
So they played on a team reciprocity like back in the day.
That was under what you mentioned before, the CWL.
Yeah, the CWL.
That was before the league franchised.
Yeah. And one of I'm pretty sure the co-founders of Team Reciprocity, Adam Morrison, he knew Zed and Dens before this.
Yeah.
So Adam Morrison he's the COO of Oxygen Esports, which, that's just funny, everything works out for a reason.
Yeah.
It all happens for a reason. And Zed and Dens, they knew Adam, and I'm sure they talked to him about potentially joining the squad, and they ended up like working it out. Because if you guys listen to the flank at all, Dens and Zed were both on the flank, and they're talking to Zuma and Ben about how they got onto the Boston team.
Yeah.
But if you guys listen to that podcast, it's crazy like how it all happened. Because Zed reached out to Adam when he got cut from this year. And he didn't even know like a new team was coming in.
Yeah.
And it just so happened to be Adam's team that's coming in.
Yeah.
So that's just great. That's great for him.
Yeah. Yeah, it happened really quickly from the sound of it because I think there was a rumor we had mentioned a while ago about who was it? What's the team? Was it Oklahoma? No, what was the other team that was going to come in?
Washington.
Yeah,
Washington, DC.
They were going to come in, and then apparently just last minute it fell apart. And then just within a matter of weeks, like hearing this, I mean, we heard about this, last week?
Yeah,
this was just a rumor. And then it was a couple of days after recording that episode that it was confirmed. And that day, I think they announced that they had those two guys on there on the team. So they're already off to a really good start, just having quality people that are going to be leading the team.
Yeah. And I'm very happy that Dens and Zed are there. They'll form a really good team. There's a lot of good players out there still, and I trust them.
Yeah.
Fully trust those guys.
Yeah, they definitely don't want to just jump into the league and be absolute trash.
Yeah. Because Boston, we're not trash.
No.
We're the city of champions.
Yeah.
And we expect championships.
Yeah. No, and that's definitely what they expect too. They don't, it's going to be tough for them to jump right up into the top realm, but they want to have some competition. They don't want to just be fighting amongst like Paris and Seattle Surge. No disrespect to those guys, but they want to try to come in and already be ahead of the game.
Yeah, well, we don't want to be bottom six. We want to be top six.
Yeah, because they already have the the Boston Uprising?
Yeah,
which is they're pretty. They're a solid Overwatch team too.
Yeah.
So this is just Music to my ears, bro.
Yeah, it's really nice. We have a team to root for, a home team, and I'm excited for the New York and Boston rivalry.
Yeah.
That I hope they push. I know. I think it was Ben that asked Zed about the rivalry, and he's like, "Oh, I don't know, because I'm from England."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they have no idea about it, and I'm like, "Come on!"
If for whatever reason they're listening to this, Zed, New Englanders, the Red Sox versus the Yankees, you'll never meet any more like crazy fans. We hate the Yankees.
Yeah,
hate them.
Yeah, there's just always a rivalry in sports and just in culture between us from New England and Massachusetts and New York.
Yeah. Yeah, like
don't get along. Don't wear a Yankees hat in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Don't wear a Boston hat, a Red Sox hat out in New York City. Not going to happen.
We're the city of champions for a reason.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can bring like a championship within a few years or something.
Come out in first year. Boom.
That would be crazy. That would be nuts. I'll be at that event.
Yeah, right.
Because, man, like they're coming in. Like Boston's a perfect city for the league spot.
Yeah.
Just want to point out, like, dude, we have so many successful like teams.
Yeah.
Like the Patriots. Like we don't need. Every NFL fan's probably like, man, fuck the Patriots. I hate you guys for every reason.
Yeah, we were blessed.
The Red Sox, they win so much. The Celtics, like the Bruins, like it's crazy the time period that we grew up in sports because we've won so much.
Yeah, dude, I always say that too. Like when we think about with esports or just with sports in general, like we're living through that time in history where we get to experience like these amazing players.
Yeah,
and like the whole dynasty we've lived through that. That's wild.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah,
and especially with the Patriots with Tom Brady, even though he left us. It's all right. Sorry, Tom.
He played like trash.
Yeah, I did. I needed him to play well. I was upset. But like having Tom Brady play in New England is already crazy enough, and now we have a Boston CDL team.
Yeah.
That like we could go to Gillette and watch these guys play, which is nuts.
Yeah.
That is wild to me. And I guess we can, go into like potential rosters or like who we want them to sign or think they could sign.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people that they could sign. There's like a laundry list of people.
Yeah. So this is where it's been getting kind of weird because they have said that they haven't signed anybody yet to this team.
Yeah.
I would imagine so when does the league start? End of January, beginning of February. That's when they start playing.
Yeah. The kickoff of the CDL is the last weekend of January.
Yeah.
I believe.
So, and now we're filming this on December 20th. Yeah, not 21st. So December 20th. And there's no announcement yet as to who they may have. And they confirm that. But there are some rumors, like people are saying Methods is going to be on the team. And another player, TJ Haley, who he competed last year with LAT, Los Angeles Thieves. Methods competed. He didn't compete last year at all, did he? No, he did. He did for a little bit.
Yeah.
With Toronto Ultra.
Yeah.
So those seem to be two players that people are really expecting are going to be on the team. Yeah. I mean, in Methods, that's basically like he doesn't really do a good job of hiding that fact.
Well, that's the thing. It's either he's a really, really good troll or he's just hinting this so hard. Yeah.
There was a couple of guys he said that he was going to be scrimming with. I can't remember their names, but the other two guys, I think I might have heard of them, but I didn't really recognize them.
One is Nero.
Yeah, that
Nero
might be one of them.
I can't remember the other name.
Yeah, I'll have to go check really quick to see who they were. But I mean, they're looking to get just two people, like two guys like Methods and TJ, who have been established players and playing for a while. Methods, TJ, Nero, and Capsidal.
Yeah.
Who I don't know Capsidal.
Yeah, I've never heard of that name.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I don't know. I think he's obviously some challengers player, I'd imagine.
Either way, I'm gonna be happy with whatever squad they sign. Like Boston supporters, we're all gonna support this team.
Yeah.
But I hope Methods gets signed just because he's a really good player and he got benched for Insight on Toronto Ultra.
Yeah.
Which is they can't really like be upset about that because they won a few championships by doing that. But Methods is, I mean, he's been a veteran for a while and he's proven himself. And if you watch him in challenges, like he's frying.
Yeah.
Like, he's a really smart player, you know?
Yeah.
He'll make mistakes like here and there, but like every player does that.
Yeah.
So I hope he's on the team because he's from Pennsylvania. So, you know,
it's not too far away. Yeah.
Same with TJ. So.
Yeah. No, the main thing I think about with that roster is I wonder who's going to like really step up as the leader.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, because in that, like, it would have to be him.
Yeah.
Like, Methods would have to lead that team.
Yeah.
You know?
Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure he was like the shot caller on Ultra.
I was going to say, was he?
Yeah. Because, I mean, every time we did, they did like a listen-in, he was always like calming.
Yeah.
Always. I mean, everyone else is too, but you could hear his voice out of like everyone.
Yeah.
He really took like demand over like the whole game.
Yeah. So he'd have to be the leader, you know, and obviously he's a assault rifle guy.
Yeah.
Being the main AR, so he would take that role as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if he's able to execute that well, then I think they'll be in for a good year. Those other two guys, I've heard that guy Capsule, just looking up a little bit about him, people say that he's really nasty. It's kind of like Seattle Surge right now.
Yeah.
Like that team, they have a couple of guys on there that
Sib and Pred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like people know of Sib and hear he's really nasty. Pred, people, like same thing. They hear about him, but don't really know how good he is.
Yeah. Which is like, that's already a problem in itself just because like the Challenger scene, they don't do a good job of like, you know, pushing that.
No.
Because I mean, you and I would gladly like watch more COD, more competitive COD.
Yep.
But it's just not, it's not like promoted and pushed in our face. And, you know, that's something that the CDL needs to work on.
Yeah.
Because, again, like, for our listeners, like, if you guys are very casual into Call of Duty, like, you won't know any of this.
Yeah.
And the CDL is already so niche in general. Like, the Challenger scene, people have no idea.
Yeah,
Who
exactly.
these people are.
Yeah, like I could compare it to like for me being a casual football fan. Like I know some of the like big people in the land. I know all the teams and everything, but I'm not that crazy about it. But like the people who are going to be coming in are in college, like all college players. Man, I couldn't name like one person who plays in, like college football, you know? Like I have no idea.
Yeah.
You know, but that's where all like the new talent comes from.
Yeah.
And the Challenger scene is the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's basically, it's either pros who are waiting or like who got demoted there, or it's people who are up and coming and are playing the game like crazy and are trying to make it into the professional level.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So, I mean, whoever they sign, I mean, like, they see something in them to make the squad. So, hopefully they can get, you know, 4 solid guys. Because I'm really excited for this squad because, I mean, we're going to be cheering for them.
Yeah.
So this optic flag is going to have to come down.
Yeah, right.
Boston Breach is going to go up. We're always optic fans at heart no matter what.
Until they play Boston Breach.
Yeah. We hope you guys win everything until you play us.
Yeah, exactly. Right. I'm really excited for, too, like their colors and their logo.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited about that.
I wonder what they're going to do.
Yeah, I don't know. Because so Oxygen Esports, their colors are green and black, which that'd be really cool. Because that reminds me of I don't know if anyone listening is a wrestling fan, but like DX, Generation X. That's all I think about when I see green and black.
Yeah.
So and like the Oxygen logo is like the big X in the middle.
Dude,
so
can you imagine? Can you imagine when they go on land, they start doing the DX?
Suck it. Just going up to everyone. I remember
they got the announcers. Look at this.
I remember in middle school, all the guys like
oh yeah, I remember.
People would just go around like, suck it.
I had no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah, and people would just like, I'm tuning up the band.
Oh yeah,
music. Or people would like try to pedigree people.
Oh yeah.
But no, I'm excited for the logo and the colors.
Yeah, no, I can't stop laughing about that. They come out, hear the music.
Yeah, whatever they announce, like, dude, when they put up a site, take my money.
Yeah,
I'm buying all Boston stuff.
Ton of merch. Yeah, I don't know. I would think the colors are gonna have some sort of green in there. I don't know if there's any other teams right now that have green other than just Optic Texas. I don't think so.
I think you're right.
Did Optic Texas? Did they trademark green? Is anybody else allowed?
They got the light green.
Yeah, right.
So
and they're the green wall. So is anybody else allowed to have
green?
Yeah,
I don't know. That'd be cool if they followed like Oxygen Esports like colors.
Yeah,
I have a feeling it's gonna be blue, just because the Boston Uprising is
blue
like,
as well.
They're like blue, silver, white.
Yeah,
but like blue fits like Boston perfectly because like we're right by the water.
Yeah,
we're
it'd be sick if they had some sort of Boston Uprisings just like that.
Yeah.
It'd be sick if they had blue and like they had the Patriots colors like blue, gold, a little bit of red in there.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, blue, red, silver. Ooh. That would look really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever it is,
they just slapped the Patriots logo. Yo, this is sick.
Like
sick logo.
I'm buying whatever apparel they drop. So
yeah, no,
I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, I can't wait. But no, like with everything that they've got out so far, it looks like they're off to a good start.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when we expect to see like a full-on release. It's weird because these guys they've done a really good job of not like actually leaking anything.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like every year there's always like someone slips up or someone does something.
Yeah.
Like Shotzi was this year. He leaked the Optic Texas logo. Or like people just on Intel, they figure out the names of teams or like if they're doing logos or anything like that. At least when the CDL started, they did that.
Yeah. I think Boston has an advantage because no one expected them to like even come in.
Yeah.
And like seems like a lot of these players have no tie with like Boston in general.
Yeah.
Which I mean like sort of sounds true. Like people are asking about the Craft Sports and Entertainment Group. Like for anyone that lives in New England, like who Kraft is. Who Mr. Kraft is.
Right.
And it's just so funny to hear like these pros that we follow, they have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I want to see Bill Belichick come in and start coaching these guys and winning.
Yeah, or just even hearing them say Massachusetts is so weird.
Yeah. When I heard Ben on the flank like he said Boston, like Boston's a great city. I'm like, yeah, fuck it is.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's so great because again, like we've mentioned before, right? We're from Massachusetts, and we support all the sports that go on here, and everything about it. So it's just so strange that we have something like in something that we love, like we love Call of Duty esports, and just love COD in general, and to have anything tied to it is whack.
Yeah,
and hearing all the guys we like, they're saying like, oh, Boston, oh, Massachusetts. I'm like, dude, this is crazy.
Yeah, this is like
they're talking about us.
Boston fans, like we have so much pride in our sports teams too.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited for that. And when they have events, I'm assuming in Foxborough, that's gonna be so sick to go and like see. And any local fans. I know someone just tweeted us, Adora. She
shout out.
Yeah, she said she just started listening to the podcast and she lives pretty close to Foxborough. So shout out to you. Like, that's a perfect example. Like, that'd be great to go to an event and meet other people that like Call of Duty just as much as us.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be crazy. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, and it's again, doing this, it's just so strange to even think that there's anybody around us that is into Call of Duty. Like we are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, legit. That's how we feel sometimes. Like, we're the only two people in Massachusetts that follow competitive COD.
Which is obviously complete cap. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, we know we're not.
Yeah.
But it is such a small thing to us that it is very cool to hear that other people like it just like us.
Yeah, because, like, I don't know about you. Like, we can go into this a little bit. Like, in college, I went to a state school, UMass in Amherst. And
yeah, so did I. I went to Lowell.
Yeah, like UMass Amherst and UMass Lowell. Like, I didn't meet a single person that like watched competitive COD or like knew about it.
Same.
And we went to big schools.
Yeah,
like there were a lot of people there. I wore a 100 Thieves sweatshirt, and someone was like, "Yo, 100 Thieves, that's sick." But that's it.
Yeah, and you were mind blown. You're like, hey, you know what this is?
Yeah. So I don't know. It's really hard for us to see that there are other like competitive COD fans like in mass. So like that'd be so cool to see like other people in Foxborough. We all come together to support one team.
Yeah.
We could be the Optic has the OG hype squad.
Yeah.
Like in front row, that can be us.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll get our own boss.
We're gonna be the Breach hype squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think too, like, I don't know, I'm always wondering, like, what's going to be their hashtag, like, what's going to be all their cool things that they do. Like, I'm excited to see what their announcement video is like.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Like, how they're going to do it.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be sick.
Yeah, because, so for anybody that didn't follow, like, Team Reciprocity, I didn't really much either, but I know they posted, like, a lot of, like, funny content. Like, funny skits, like, super funny skits.
Right.
And Zed was part of that, and, like, they were just in a team house together, just doing stupid stuff.
Yeah,
it was so funny. So I hope they do that with Boston too, because if they sign Methods, dude, he's perfect for that. He has such an amazing personality. He's so funny.
Yeah,
and I know on the flank, Zed and Denzer are talking about they wanted to build like a good culture over at the Boston Breach.
Yeah,
that's what they're called.
Yep.
They're saying, like, you know, if you guys are tired and you guys are off, you know, you don't have anything going on, if you guys want to go home, you can go home.
Yeah.
Like, it's all right. Because I know we've heard rumors about, you know, some players, like, they're from Europe.
Yep.
But they weren't allowed to go home, which is cap. That makes no sense. Insane. Like, yeah, it's your job, but everyone is entitled time off.
Yeah, they're entitled to sleep.
Yeah. So that'd be really cool to, you know, have that culture, and like these guys, they want to come into the office, whatever their office is, and like play together and stuff. Imagine these guys living in Boston.
Oh my god,
that'd be so sick.
Insane. Yeah, I think all that stuff, like with just the like on the gaming side, but also on the content side, like we had mentioned Methods. Another guy, we talked about him before, is Sensor.
Yeah.
He's another guy. He's a massive YouTube star and content guy. He'd be another guy who'd just be perfect.
Yeah.
Like he'd fit into that mold so well. Yeah. Especially from where they're starting right now, which is basically from zero.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they definitely want some people who have a good personality. So someone like Methods or Sensor to come in, again, because we don't know who's going to be on that team, right? Some like one of those two guys, they'd be perfect to just like for content. They'd be
someone
great.
with a very outgoing personality.
Yeah.
Only problem is Sensor's from New York, and he was on the Subliners, and he lives in New York, so it's like, you know, yeah.
Sorry, Doug.
Yeah.
Sorry, Doug.
But, you know, I mean, if you want to move to Boston, we'll take you. You have to live in Boston.
Yeah, right.
Live and breathe Boston.
Yeah, right. You can't be a phony.
That'd be so cool. Like, because what it sounds like, they're going to have all the players based in Mass. And if they're playing out of Foxborough, imagine them being based out of Foxborough, like living outside of Gillette Stadium.
Yeah, how sick that would be.
Bro, Methods is my neighbor.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Imagine.
Yeah, dude, that'd be nuts. He just moves into our town.
We go to our local 99.
There
Methods
he is.
There.
Can you imagine?
Like, yo.
There's a chance. There's a chance, bro.
We got this place, this nice ice cream place if you want to go to.
Yo, check it out. Check it out. No, I mean, as you guys can tell, we're just like, there's so much to think about with this. Like all the potential and everything.
We're so excited about it.
Yeah. I just want them to go and make the announcement like right now, honestly.
Yeah. So
I don't want to wait around for it.
I would imagine that they're probably in the phase of like negotiating contracts right now, or they've already signed contracts and they're just putting like an announcement video together, you know, getting all the players ready.
Yep.
Because I mean, we won't go into it, but like there's so many things like thinking about like signing a contract, because if these players do have to move like to Massachusetts.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah, you know, they got to find an apartment. They got to, you know, like, are they going to be paying for rent, or is a team going to be paying for rent? Like, are they going to get a stipend for food? Like, do they have to, like, all that stuff, like adult stuff?
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't know where all of them are based right now anyway. Like, at least the general manager and head coach, I don't know if they're in America or if they're in Europe right now.
Yeah, I don't know where Zed and Dent are. I would imagine they're home for the holidays right now.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure Zed went back home after he was dropped.
Yeah.
And, like, I would assume they're going to be moving to Massachusetts. But yeah, I don't know. That's a good question, because I think Methods he's home right now.
Yeah, and he's from New Jersey, I think.
Is it New Jersey? Oh yeah, it is New Jersey.
Well, he lives in New Jersey, I think. I can't remember.
I think he is in New Jersey. Yeah, you know what?
I think he is.
Then who's from Pennsylvania?
I think Tej is.
Okay, so Tej is from Pennsylvania.
I think he is.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Scump is, too.
Yeah. I don't have their wikis memorized, but I'm pretty sure that's where they're from.
Yeah. No, New Jersey sounds right.
That does sound right.
Sounds right.
And that kind of fits their personality.
Yeah.
And I mean that complimentary.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, hey, New Jersey, Boston, like, methods. Where
we can make a connection.
Come on. We're the same age.
Yeah. So yeah, we hope by the end of the year, since again this is on the 20th, I hope they make an announcement. I would imagine they're probably going to be next year, like at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
I would have to imagine that would be great if they could by the end of the year, but that is a lot of work that needs to be done. And it's also the end of the year, and we know that a lot of companies aren't working at the end of the year since it's kind of like, we got 2 weeks left.
Yeah, it's a holidays.
Yeah,
everyone's spending time with family.
Yeah, so people are taking time off. Things aren't really getting done. Now, I don't know if they'll make exceptions because they are an organization that's just founded, and they're not really looking to just have, it's not a small thing. Like, it's a really big thing that needs to get done.
Well, like, if these contracts aren't signed or negotiated yet, I'm thinking they're probably like trying to figure out how they want to announce this.
Yeah.
So I hope they come out with a cool video about it, or like launch like a YouTube channel or something. Have Methods do like a skit or something like that.
Yeah.
'Cause that'd be really cool.
Yeah. No, I think that would be that'd probably be one of their best moves if they did that.
Yeah.
They're just all like laying in bed and then they wake up and they get a call.
Yeah. Like, actually I have some like notes down here too. For the last like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes or so, what are you most excited for about this new team? I know we talked a lot about it, but like I wrote down some like ideas that would be like awesome.
Most things I'm most excited about for, like I mentioned before, definitely them hosting events, not this year but next year. That's something I'm really excited for. Just having events in Boston or at least in Massachusetts, homestand events.
If it's events in Gillette, right near us.
Yeah, exactly.
Right there.
I'm super excited for that. Another thing I am excited for too is just content, because I'd imagine they would do stuff too, like within the city, you know, for content ideas, like going to certain restaurants or going to certain places and doing stuff. Like that would be so cool. Yeah. Just thinking of them doing stuff like that. Yeah. And again, if it is the players that we've mentioned, like they have good personalities, or well, at least Methods does too. You know, he's like the main guy I think of there. So I think their content would be really good. Those are the main things I'm really excited for. I mean, overall, I'm just really looking forward to having them in the CDL, actually competing, having a Boston team there. It's just going to be surreal to see it.
Yeah, and then we're watching these online events, and like Maven or Joe are like, "Oh, Boston!"
Yeah, exactly.
And we're gonna be like, "That's our team."
Yeah, yeah. It's just it's gonna be cool hearing another name in the CDL.
Yeah, and it's a team that represents us.
Yeah.
As a community.
Yeah. What about you, man? What are some things you're excited about for?
So obviously, like we kept talking about, like home events. I think it'd be so cool to go to Gillette Stadium and like tailgate just for the Boston Breach or Boston CDL. We don't know if it's Boston Breach yet.
Yeah.
But because if anybody in New England or that's gone to like a Pats game, you know that like tailgating here is like a huge thing for the Pats game. I've never been to one, which is funny enough, but that's just because tickets are super expensive for Pats and it's really cold, especially now. But that'd be so cool for them to have home events, and we can go and tailgate with like other Boston fans, and you know the players are like getting ready, like we can like cook up some hot dogs and burgers and stuff. That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Another thing that you mentioned was like meetups like in the city. I know a few weeks ago, New York, they did a meetup that we couldn't go to, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And like all the players were there, and they're all like in a bar or something, just like hanging out. I'm like, that's so sick. Yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah, because to us, like just seeing those guys would be wild, you know, but since it's so small too, they don't have this like grandiose like plan and like huge arena or things that they're meeting up at. Yeah. It's still very small and it's very intimate. So you can go and chat with those guys and like have good conversations, and they had like cool drops of like clothing or some candles and stuff that they had. It's pretty sick.
Yeah. And I'm hoping Boston, you know, does something like that.
Yeah, because we can actually go to that.
Yeah, exactly. And then obviously like the apparel. and like decor.
Yeah. No, they gotta have some dope apparel.
Yeah, whatever like they drop, like we're buying.
Yeah, I'm all about it.
Like we got you.
Yeah. Empty my bank account on them.
Yeah, right. And like meeting these players too. Like I want a chance to like go and meet these because at the end of the day, like they're all just normal guys.
Yeah.
But it's funny because like we're all around the same age. Like we all could be boys.
Yeah.
Which is it's so wild. To
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, it is.
I'm pretty sure Method's like
he's 20.
He's 23 or 24.
Yeah.
Like we're the same age.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not like a lot of these guys. You always forget that they are like really young.
Yeah, it's funny because we all grew up like together.
Yeah.
Like in theory.
And started playing games around the same time too.
Yeah.
And they're all like, yeah, I mean, they're obviously professional players.
Yeah.
You know, and some of these guys, like they're 20, 21.
Yeah.
Like they're younger than us by a couple of years.
Yeah. Well, we're all around the same age and we just like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That's one thing like I'm excited about. Like I want to meet the players and just chill.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just going to be more it's going to be great camaraderie amongst like the fans and the players for the team. And it's just going to be cool to see how they hang against all the other teams now that we've grown accustomed to in the CDL and how they fit in.
Yeah.
Wondering where they're going to place and everything.
Yeah, exactly. And like, Boston fans, we have high expectations, and we expect some really big wins.
Yeah.
So
we're patient though.
Yeah. We're excited to see.
We're currently in the rebuilding state for the Patriots too, so we understand.
But I know that Zed and Dent will do their best to build like a championship roster.
Yeah, I agree.
Because, man, if Boston takes down Optic, that's gonna be a day.
Yeah.
That will be a day.
Yeah,
we're gonna lose.
Dude, the day they get their first dub, I'm gonna be freaking.
If they win a major, like they could win a major this year.
Yeah, they could.
Whole LAN event, like
it's possible.
Let alone imagine winning COD champs first year. That would be crazy.
Dude,
I'd go to the parade.
Yeah, bro.
They better have a parade.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
Yeah,
I couldn't even. But yeah, I mean, this announcement just came out. So there still isn't a ton of information on them. So maybe, hopefully, by next week.
Yeah,
I hope there'll be more stuff on them. That'd be great if we got an announcement, like a full-on announcement of the team and everything. But we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, and this I want to point out too. This is the last episode of 2021.
Yeah.
For us. So next episode you guys hear, it's gonna be 2022.
Yeah.
So hope you guys have good holidays, spend time with family, relax.
Absolutely.
Take some time off, enjoy. Yeah. And then hopefully when 2022 comes around, like we have an announcement for like this Boston team, we can tell everyone.
Yeah, right. This has been a very CDL based episode, but hey, who cares? This is what we care about right now.
This is we have to represent Boston.
Yeah.
And so everybody like in the local area like has to know there is a CDL team now
in Boston.
Yeah, and you should come out and like support them.
Yeah, exactly. Right. We all got to band together on this one.
Yeah, exactly. And last thing before we ended here, I want to say shout out to Adam Morrison, Auction Esports.
Absolutely.
CEO. Thank you for coming in.
Yes,
and the Kraft family.
Absolutely.
The Gronkowski family. Danny Ainge. Like, we are very, very happy, as you can tell, this whole episode.
Yeah.
We're very excited about the future Boston CDL team.
Mm-hmm.
And trust me, we will be season ticket holders if that's even an offering.
Yeah, if it is, right?
But we will be at, like, any LAN event or meetups.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just these guys, they have a track record of success in esports and in Call of Duty. So to have them, like, it's an honor to have them finally join up and represent Boston.
Yeah.
And be in the league. So we wish nothing but success, which I'm sure they will see.
Yep. Yeah. So we trust them fully.
Yes. Boston's got your back. We're with you.
Boston. But so remember, guys, to like, comment, subscribe on our YouTube. We're also on Spotify, Apple Podcast. If you want to go on anchor.fm, it shows all of the platforms that we're on.
Yes, sir.
And we're also very active on Twitter every single day. So actually, like, tweet at us about the Boston team, because we would love to like meet other fans in the New England area, Boston area, because you'll just prove our point of we're not the only COD fans
right
in Massachusetts.
Yeah, right.
Because we know we're not, but it feels like it is. We are sometimes.
It gets a little lonely out there.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. We also have an Instagram too. We've been posting on it like, once a week or so. And in 2022, we have a lot of things planned coming up. So we hope you guys are excited about that.
Oh yeah. We can't wait to share with everybody. It's gonna be big, like a big change for everybody right now.
Big change, big announcements.
Yeah,
it's gonna be exciting.
More content for you guys.
Yep. All right, but with that being said, guys, that was episode 45. Thank you for taking your time and listening. Hope you guys have a happy holidays and a great new year.
Absolutely.
This has been Justin.
And I'm Mike.
And we will see you guys in 2022.
See you then.
See ya.